Good day. Over the past few years, we've heard some feedback from HR, talent acquisition, or even hiring manager had a following experience before. Been very effective in screening the right candidates through manpower. Even if the candidate passed the interview stages, you and your colleague will still think he or she wasn't the right fit for the organization. And even if they are the right candidates for you, but still tender resignations shortly after they join the company. So hi everyone, my name is Jin Kiet. Our team is named 3A Industrial and consists of 3 people and another 2 amazing people, Ali Chong Kiet and Teng Jun Xiong. In DevHack 2023, we focus on the 4th industrial revolution, which is AI hiring process. And today, we are launching a model named InnoTalent Engine. According to several sources, an organization has to spend or allocate average $1,500 to onboard a new hire and consume average 6 days in hiring process, and 500 out of 1,500 surveyed employees, which is 33%, quit their job in the first 90 days. And at the same time, 88% of the companies don't agree of the new hire performance. So, here are the problem statement to clarify. First, limited understanding of talent performance. The hiring process that used by most of the companies nowadays are failed to effectively assess a talent's potential to contribute to the company's profit. And what's going to happen next? This will result in onboarding individuals who may not be aligned with the organization goals. And number 2, salary determination based on the performance. Companies are facing lack of system to link between the employees' compensations to their performance, creating an imbalance in the value proposition for both the organizations and the employee. And number 3, lack of visibility to talent retention. It is challenging for the companies to assess a talent's potential and to determine whether it is worth investing in the developments with the expectations of long-term benefits for the company. And all of these 3 will cause inefficiencies in committing the company's expectations and employees' career growth. So with that, introducing InnoTalent Engine. InnoTalent Engine is an AI-powered talent data dashboard which designed to streamline the hiring process for companies and can solve 90% of the HR's problem. So this model is using AI to help companies in predicting the salary of a candidate based on the resume screening and also resignations intentions on how long and how much desire to leave the company, analyze their general work performance based on several criteria, and also AI talent rating. So this is the InnoTalent Engine GUI dashboard for the reference of HR after the candidate submitted their resume. So here we are going to API's InnoTalent Engine. First, when the candidate uploads a resume, a post request will send the resumes and also read in PDF formats and marking the resume. So right after this, the resume will be sent to the database and it will start to go through a database, a data processing, which is working on the resign intention predictions, talent working performance predictions, talent's returns on work predictions, and also the salary satisfaction predictions. And Get API will request to retrieve the data from the server as well. And the final outcome will be a single page of talent report for the reference of HR. And here are the 3D graph of AI models resulting from data modeling of 30K rows of data. So it shows the employee's resignations intention predictions, next 3 years resignations intention predictions, and also the talent satisfactions, salary predictions, talent matching predictions, and the next 3 years salary predictions, talent profit return predictions, and work performance prediction. So we are excited to show a demo of how this works. And here's Jin Xiong.
Thanks, Junket. Here comes the most exciting part of the presentation today, the InnoTalent Engine Magic Show. Now, I'm excited to show and demonstrate to you our AI-driven talent performance prediction system, the InnoTalent Engine application. Let's dive into the demo. When the user opens the application, the first part that he can see is a page to upload a resume file, and the user can choose to upload by dragging and dropping the resume or by choosing a file. So for example, let's say if I choose for a file, I can pick a resume with all the informations and submit it. And at this stage, the system will start to extract the information from that resume, process that information, and start to make prediction based on the information that is extracted. For example, this candidate is applying for actuary position, and based on the position or role that he's applying for, these are all the metrics that are being printed by the system. And if you look at the first graph here, there's a spider chart which shows 5 key matrices. The rating will start from 1 to 5, with 1 being poor and 5 being the greatest. And each of the metrics here would provide an insight to how well a candidate is likely to perform in the future. So the first one is the skill set, which is how likely or how well the current talent matches its job description. So let's say for actuary, some required skills might be mathematics and statistics. And the second metric being measured here is development, which is how keen a talent would like to learn something on his own. And this metric is being provided by analyzing the data in the academics performance as well as the certifications of the talent. The third metric being shown here is the culture, which measures how likely a talent is likely to stress on the culture, for example, the ability to work from home and whatnot. The fourth metric would be outstanding, which measures the initiative that a talent has taken to do something outside of his usual job scope, for example, attending Dev Hack event, Dev Fest, becoming a speaker at tech conference, and so on. The fifth attribute here being measured is attitude, which measures how well a character of a talent fits with this job role. The second graph being shown here is the annual return rate of the talent. And this is being powered by the performance prediction AI model of the application. And if you can see here, in 2024, the talent will cost the company around 50%, and in proportion to his value creation, he will also contribute 50% back to the company. And if you could see across the 5 years, the cost of hiring this talent drops, and the value being created by this talent actually increases in proportion. So this might give a glimpse about the talent, future performance, and the value that he will be able to bring to the company. The third graph being shown here is being powered by the resignation intention AI model. And you can see here, the resignation intention of this candidate gradually increases across 5 years. So this chart would be able to give employer a reminder or an action item that he can take, for example, encouraging learning and development to help retain the talent in his organization. Other than the 3 graphs being shown here, we also have some big metrics boxes around here. The first one is the overall rating, which gives a score in terms of the grade of that talent. The second one would be the performance prediction, and as you can see here, the performance prediction for this talent is around 78%. So these 2 boxes will be able to give an overall performance insights for HR or for the employer about the candidate. The third one would be the recommended salary, in which the system can predict the salary that would satisfy the talent and at the same time without the employer having to break the bank by offering too much. The fourth box is over here is the recommendation for interview. So in this box, you can see that this candidate is 75% recommended for interview, and this can help reduce the time needed for HR to screen one by one and to waste time on candidate they are not interested or does not fit well with the job. And lastly, we have a box for the probability of leaving in the first year. So this will tell the employer how likely talent will be leaving the company in the first year of joining. And as you can see, the intelligent predictions made by InnoTalent Engine has great potential to empower the employers and HR to make informed hiring decisions. It provides intelligent predictions that can be translated into action items that can streamline the entire hiring process. And I hope we are able to turn this vision into reality in the future. Thank you so much.